So I'm sitting at my vanity, getting ready with all of my essentials because Julie and I are going to Italy for the BioTek conference. BioTek is an Italian-based permanent makeup company, and they have tools and pigments and needles. I'm really stoked to get to pick the brain of a bunch of my permanent makeup sisters who do it all over the world and their experience in this industry and how they made it. And there's also something about seeing other permanent makeup artists who is just as passionate about my work in person and not just like through Facebook or through Instagram. There's something about feeling their spirits in person and having these conversations with them. Really believe in furthering your education, especially for something like beauty, the beauty industry, which is ever changing. I like to stay on top of trends and the latest and the greatest, best products. It's one of those things where you know you're about to be super inspired to do your job, and you know that it's coming, so I'm excited for that.
So we just finished breakfast and now we're touring the Duomo. It's so beautiful on the outside. We were here yesterday, but now we get to see inside and the roof. You get to see the entire cityscape. That's where we're going. Day one of the BioTek conference, and it is this awesome 1920s like glam Hollywood party, and that's why everybody is zacked. Zacked, honey, zacked.
I know I should be following Sheila right now, but there's a Ferrari! Sorry. Back to Sheila.
Believe I die if I only could. I sure feel strange, but it sure feels good. I said, oh, 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 I said, baby, oh, it must be love, it must be love.
Edition of BioTek Worldwide event. We are in Milan!
Milano! Wow, that was really awesome. It's time for lunch. Let's go socialize. Hi everyone, I'm with Francesca Froyo, the woman who needs no introduction today. She is the corporate art manager of BioTek, and she is the brains and the beauty behind this whole big party, this educational party that we all get to enjoy. Tell us, what does it take to produce something of this size?
Well, thank you, Sheila, for the introduction. First of all, it's great to hear it. It takes, first of all, a lot of patience.
Sure.
Yeah, and a lot of dedication. But the thing is that it rewards me when I see people so happy and so enthusiastic, and when they tell me that it's such a perfect organization and that we brought it to another level, just pays back all the nights that I have not been sleeping to organize this.
How long have you been working on this event?
Okay, it took actually 1 year. We started working on it just 2 weeks after the past event has ended, and then slowly, with not too much rush, we have been starting to work on this year organization. But the final rush took approximately 2 months of not sleeping.
Oh my goodness, I can imagine. So what is next for your company?
Well, a lot of new things. Every year we come out with some new product, new ideas on how to keep on innovating the market and always bring the knowledge to the people that wants to join it, because this is our main goal. It's to bring a high quality education and only high quality products that needs to be totally safe.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a wonderful, wonderful event. You are so beautiful and eloquent on stage. Thank you so much for producing this. Diana Ross, creator of Arch Addicts.
One of them.
But she's been in the beauty industry for about 18 years. Tell us all about the ugly, the good.
Oh, man. You know, I'm so lucky and I feel so grateful because like my whole career just happened very organically. Like just start from the bottom and work your way up. You know, I've gotten to this point after 18 years of struggling in this industry and not making any money at all. And, you know, I feel lucky and grateful every single day, and I don't consider myself some big success story by any means at all. I think what I did, I think anyone's capable of doing as long as you just got that hustle. I mean, I have a work, ethic like no other, like no one else I know. So
the secret is you just need to move.
You gotta hustle.
That's
Somehow it works.
Just move.
Thank God. Yes.
Don't stay home. Do something.
She's so funny.
And you'll be like Diana. Tanara Pereira. She's in Wisconsin. Cheesy town. Probably
Lots of
cheesier.
cheese.
Cheesier than Italy.
Pretty
Probably
much.
the only place that's cheesier than Italy. Tell us a little bit about how you started out and what it took. Were you scared at all when you first started?
I was. I decided to go to school. I became a licensed electrologist. And from then on, I'm from Brazil, one of my trips home, I found out about microblading, took a course, and I was the first one to offer it in my area around the Midwest. Dream job, changed my life. Here I am in Milan. Oh my gosh.
Possible. Yeah, we're in Milan. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I'm here with Trudy T, a dear friend of mine, Toronto Permanent Makeup. What's your advice for young aspiring microbladers? Or now just like getting in the game and like, oh, how do I get clients? I don't know what to do.
I think that a lot of times clients really want to see great photos of your work. A portfolio really says something about like what you do and everything.
Yeah.
If you have like crappy photos, then you're not going to get that kind of interest, right? I believe I read somewhere that if clients see something on Instagram and it's a great photo, they'll recognize it right away. So make sure that your photos are very clear.
Right.
Don't have any kind of like background noise, or make sure that the photos are clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standards are higher. I think our clients are recognizing good art more and more because they have more to choose from.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's what's here. I'm with Sarita Shondell. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram as Beauty Art by Sarita. She's been a permanent makeup artist for 6 years now, and I first met her at a training course a few years ago in Toronto. What would you say to an aspiring beautician or permanent makeup artist who's just starting out right now, how did you find your success? How did you build your clientele?
Well, first thing I always tell people just starting out, never do your friends and family. Don't ever do anybody that you're going to have to see every day. You want to start on strangers, but you obviously have to build up the trust and get some work under. So to build my portfolio, I started doing brows basically for free until I did enough brows that people were willing to pay me for them. But you can't just start off charging what you're not worth. You have to build your way up there.
Good point. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Girls.
Oh, I just had my eyebrows done. What? Who did yours?
Camilla Katza,
Jesus.
Poland.
I have an announcement, everyone. Breaking news. Tina Davies got her eyebrows done.
It's hard because we all need our eyebrows done, right? And we're like, who do I trust and when do I have time?
I was asking her how she built her clientele in the beginning. So, and what your advice would be to any young professional trying to make it in this industry.
This is really hard because there's so much competition, correct? So I would say the best advice would be to spoil that client. Whoever ends up in your chair,
Absolutely.
you spoil that client because that client has 3 friends. And then she's going to tell her friends and someone's going to take a referral over any Instagram, you know.
It's so humbling when somebody's there in your chair and trusts you with their face.
Yes.
And
Yes.
because they're there, I'm like, oh my God, it doesn't get old. Like, oh my God, you're here. You travel
Yes,
from where?
thank you.
Like,
Yes,
oh my God,
yes.
thank you so much. Like, I still feel that way.
Yeah. Customer service. No one here. What is customer service? They don't even know what it is. But if you're spoiling them, they're like, whoa, she called me.
Yeah.
She emailed me. She's called me every day.
They know you're busy and you're taking your time out of your day
So
to
spoil
think
them.
about them.
Customer service.
It's thank you society these days.
Yeah.
You can't play it too cool anymore. Hi everyone, I'm here with Anne-Marie. She is the manager at PermaBlend and she has so much experience with permanent makeup and with skin. She was born into the tattoo industry. So do you have any advice for people who may just be starting out?
I would say education, education, education.
Yeah,
I think that to really know your craft and to be passionate about it is important. But I would say to pick people that you admire. I think apprenticeships have lost their value, but I think it's really, really important to be an apprentice for somebody.
Yeah, or mentorship.
For an amount of time.
Yeah.
I think that one of the best organizations that I found when I was learning and gaining my knowledge was Techs Helping Techs. I don't know if you guys know that, right? So you talk about people not feeling welcome, but that's one of the most welcoming pages and forums.
On Facebook. So
yes.
Techs Helping Techs on Facebook
Yeah.
is a group.
Yeah.
You guys can join.
And you can ask any question. You never feel like it's a silly question. People are kind. Rhonda, who heads it, and Nancy, they do not allow anybody to badmouth anybody or a product or a brand. It's just all positive stuff. Everybody has a different technique. Everybody has different strengths and things that they're good at, and you'll find your place. And you're not in competition. I always said I'm not in competition with anybody but myself. Yeah, my pleasure.
Anne-Marie, everybody. Techs Helping Tech
Yes.
Techs on Facebook. I'm going to put it in the links
Yeah,
below.
you should definitely. Yes, thanks. Yeah.
Wow, that was really awesome. I learned so much about evening out skin tones for vitiligo and more about how to do lips an even better way with color that's more saturated. Every master here has been around for more than 10 years, so you know you're really getting an education that's the best of the best. I think it's really important to invest in an event like this at least once a year, especially for an industry like permanent makeup, where I feel like the schooling for it isn't so structured yet. This should be a course at a university, but because information is so difficult to get, there's so much power in community, and not just through Facebook or Instagram, really actually being there and having a team of other permanent makeup artists who do what you do. You have a community that's sharing information constantly and has a growth mindset and wants to learn and get better. You all get better together faster, and therefore we can serve our clients better.
Cheers
Toasting.
to making new friends, everybody.
Oh, nice. This feels like a private party. This is amazing.
You were gonna make me perform.
Julie
No.
is going to perform.
Okay, fine.
Wait a second.
Give me.
Wait.
Doesn't mean much.
I get to show her off. Julie got us this whole rose for this long ass flight.